Hello everyone. Welcome back to Dr. Lou's VCE Chemistry channel. Today, let's learn together about the 2021 VCE Chemistry examination. We will focus on questions related to galvanic and fuel cells. Electrochemistry is one of the most difficult sections in VCE chemistry. Another is spectroscopic techniques to analyze organic compounds. My explanations may need to be revised. If any teachers, parents, or classmates find errors, please feel free to provide your guidance. The most valid methods of testing the hypothesis are those in which all variables except the independent variables are controlled. Find the method to test the hypothesis that polishing zinc would increase the current of phase Z in galvanic cells. So, the currents of polishing and unpolishing zinc electrodes should be compared. The rate of mass consumed is proportional to the current flowing, and if the hypothesis is valid, could be greater after the ZN electrode is polished. Also, the different cells could produce different currents although these cells are the same models. In option C, the same cells are used, and the rate of mass is measured and compared before and after the ZN electrode is polished. So, C is correct. In option D, measuring the current is correct, but different cells are used. So, D is eliminated. Indium metal are used as a negative electrode in a galvanic cell. So, indium metal should lose electrons as a reductant. Any metal ion above indium gains electrons from indium. These metal ions are Cu2+, Pb2+, and Me2+. So, C is correct. In cell 1, the zinc electrode loses electrons, and zinc metal is converted to zinc ions. So, chemical energy is transformed into electrical, and B and D are eliminated. In cell 2, nickel electrodes gain electrons, and nickel ions are converted to nickel metal. So, electrical energy is transformed into chemical, and A is eliminated. So, C is the only correct answer. We don't need to refer to potential series in data book because the diagram clearly shows the direction of electrons. Fuel cells are one type of galvanic cell that converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Fuel cells require a constant supply of reactants to be added. Since the acidic electrolyte is used in these fuel cells, the membrane permits the hydrogen ion to cross it. The anode loses electrons, so positive ions should be excess in the anode. To balance these positive ions, the hydrogen ions should move from the anode to the cathode, where negative ions are in excess. Ethanol loses electrons in the anode and is converted into carbon dioxide in an acidic electrolyte. We write the equation step by step. First, write all reactants and products. Don't forget water as a reactant or product. The ethanol gains oxygen atoms through water. Second, balance the atoms on both sides. Finally, balance the charges on both sides. Energy must be conserved regardless of how ethanol is burned in air or fuel cells. So, the electric energy is released from ethanol in the fuel cell through the heat of combustion. Highly porous electrodes increase the surface area, and electrodes should contain a catalyst. The key point is that ethanol is a renewable fuel, and carbon dioxide release can be recycled through photosynthesis. 3 multiple-choice questions worth 3 marks, and 1 short answer question worth 9 marks in this section covering fuels. The overall score for galvanic and fuel cells is 12 points. With a total possible score of 120 points, the percentage for this section was 10.0% of the total score. If you need my help, please add me on WeChat or WhatsApp, and send me an email. Thanks for your attention. Please note Dr. Lou's VCE Physics channel and Lou's VCE Chemistry channel.